It's been only 2 days since the DLC came out, and we already found the most broken weapon in the game.
What?
Yeah, there are over 100 new weapons in Shadow of the Erdtree, and already presenting the conclusion that this one is the best one in the game may come out as a little sensationalist. But trust me on this one, this thing is f***ed up. You may not have quite gotten it by simply watching this clip and having disregarded it as a mere oonga boonga moment, but this wacky son of a gun is far more complex than it seems. So let's stop beating around the bush and explore why this oversized butt plug is the best weapon in the game, shall we? Fire Knight's Greatsword is an ultra greatsword dropped by the Fire Knights located in the Shadow Keep. The weapon requires 22 strength, 18 dexterity and 12 faith to be usable with one hand, and it has scaling with those same 3 attributes. To nobody's surprise, the weapon boasts innate fire damage, but it can still be infused with Ashes of War and other affinities. It possesses a very unique moveset, having the same light attacks as the Godslayer Greatsword, and the same heavy attacks as the Zweihander.
Simple enough, right? But watch what happens next.
Did you notice something odd? If you didn't, you may not be too familiar with PvP, which is understandable. So let me explain it to you. The bad red man was only able to roll after taking the second hit with the Greatsword. If that doesn't mean much to you, let me call the one-eyed goober so she can explain to you why that's a very bad thing. Move your fat ass, Melina. Time to earn that boiled crab.
Did you know that when you get upset, your wood tends to creak louder?
Did you know that I can cut your salary by 50%?
Elden Ring's stagger system in PvP works as follows. You hit someone once, and the stun duration is short enough to allow them to roll before getting hit a second time. Bigger weapons will stagger longer, but the premise will still work the same, since bigger weapons are usually slower. This was made in contrast to Dark Souls 2 and 3, where 2-hit combos were the norm for the vast majority of weapons. Now, some setups and weapons, under some circumstances, can hit an opponent more than once, such as the pre-nerf Raptor Talon's heavy attack into heavy attack true combo, which was fixed in the latest patch. In Elden Ring, these are called true combos, a series of attacks where the enemy has no way of rolling out of danger. We addressed a weapon with a similar property in this other video right here, but the Knight's Greatsword requires a very specific timing and maneuver to be able to perform the true combo. In the case of this brain-dead hot stick, you just need to press the light attack twice. So yeah, with this weapon, you unlock the power of Dark Souls 3. You may as well lobotomize yourself with it to enjoy the experience a bit more, as success is practically guaranteed with this caveman Gorgonite of a weapon.
The problem is not only the fact that a weapon possesses a true combo in its default neutral attacks, the real problem is the type of weapon boasting it. If a new flail had a 2-hit combo in its neutral attack, nobody in the face of the planet would give a flying f*** because all flails still suck and will forever suck gargantuan fire giant balls. And it's also not only the fact that this incredibly amazing moveset belongs to an ultra greatsword, the most hard-hitting type of weapon in the game with the highest hyper armor percentage. The issue is that it can also be infused with many different Ashes of War, giving it huge versatility for any build you want to have, and one of them particularly happens to have amazing synergy with the Fire Knight's Greatsword. Flameskewer is one of the best new Ashes of War. It has hyper armor, it comes out fast, it buffs the weapon with fire, it deals pierce damage. It has a follow-up attack that can true combo into almost anything.
No, don't do it!
It's nuts. Whole fights can be won simply by trading into the poor sucker who dared to contest you. And that person better be having more than 1600 vigor. or else they can kiss their wobbly ass goodbye. It's also, of course, strong in PvE, as it deals amazing stance damage and normal damage overall. To us, this is by far the best weapon in the game at the moment. It's extremely strong and very easy to use. And well, that's basically all we have to explain, so I suppose it's Rotten Titty's turn to showcase the impending manslaughter clips.
I have a name, you know? If you've been doing your homework before the DLC, you'll be able to tell what is the main stat to level up for the most optimal build with the Fire Knight's Greatsword. But since I know that you're dumb as a rock, I'll just tell you flat out. It's Strength, a level 139 Vagabond with 60 Vigor, 70 Strength, 30 Endurance, and 20 Dexterity is versatile enough to let you use other tools and maximize damage for the Greatsword, which will be fire-infused, of course. And if you have the two-handed sword talisman, be sure to throw it into the mix as well. Let's take a look at it. Remember all that ruckus a year ago about people not wanting to waste their time doing emotes? Off to a good start, huh? But not to worry. That is not the only trick up this sword sleeve. We're already feeling very dirty. And dirty is the name of the game when almost everything guarantees oblivion. Got hit by a light attack? Get ready to lose half your life bar. Got hit by the follow-up of Flame Skewer? Get ready to visit your ancestors. You're pretty much screwed if you try to fight it with slow setups that deal less poise damage. The Fire Knight's Greatsword user can simply wait for you to play the game as intended and straight out punish you for it. How dare you try to play the game, you heathen? And you better not panic or start monkey mashing out of fear or rage. I mean, it's not really like you're going to out-trade it. On the other hand, the Ultra Greatsword user can mash to their heart's desire. As the reduced poise damage of weapons in the most recent patch has made this a viable option for heavy weapons users. Even if you're playing co-op, you're not safe. Don't think that those silly bear claws will work just because your friend is keeping you from getting disintegrated. You are not immune to deletion. And seriously? Trying to parry it? Not very smart, are you? And I could tell you're not smart because the moment you got out of trouble thanks to your friend, you started to get cocky. And let me tell you, pride leads to destruction. And a dilated sphincter. But don't worry, we're sending your friend your way so you can compare butthole sizes. If I had to tell you what some of the worst spells for PvP are, I'd say this one would rank pretty high on the list. Very brave of the host to engage after watching his friend melt in front of him too. By the way, did we mention that you can perform the true combo one-handed too? I'm guessing you're happy about this, since you watch so many weird Japanese cartoons all the time. So imagine what that spare hand could do, huh?
Okay, Ranni told me I should stop this before it gets any weirder. I don't know what she means by that, but the only way I know how to hop in is with Mystery Thingy. So here we go, I guess. The mystery thingy of our last video was the ivory sickle. So congrats to those little ivory forks who answered correctly. Here's our new mystery thingy for today, which is a DLC weapon. I know you can figure it out, little screwdriver. Don't forget to comment your answer down below and like the video if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to brush your teeth before bed either.